Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing great. Welcome to today's session of Impact Talk series named Meet the Global Leader. So, this webinar is organized by School of Entrepreneurship Development. We organize this session for university students who are studying at the universities. We invite speakers, professionals, people who are involved with different activities apart from their academic studies, so that we try to learn the life stories, life lessons of skills development, because what we have found that if we work with skills development program for students, so that before graduation they can explore their professional career earlier and easier if they have some skills. So we have invited Julie today, and we're honored to welcome her. She's a young leader whose academic and professional journey truly inspires. She has studied at the University of Helsinki, combining humanities and environmental sciences to build a strong interdisciplinary perspective. So today we are going to learn her associations apart from her academic studies with different organizations and some lessons of skills development. So Julie, welcome to our session. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. That's really a pleasure to be here. I'm pretty fine, and yeah, I'm ready to share all my experiences to you right now.
Great. So if you share about your academic journey as a student, what did you study? Like your apart from academic studies, activities, in short.
Yeah. So I am right now currently studying environmental communications in various at the University Paris 2 Panthéon-Assas. This master's degree will take me 2 years before graduating, and I'm also currently pursuing an internship with political party, ecological party, um, for the election campaign. So at the same time, I am also fellow at SDSN Youth, which is a great program. I know that the application are now open for the next cohort, so you can check it out. But yeah, I am specializing in urban areas, sustainable development, environmental issues, and yeah, agricultural stuff as well. And yeah.
Perfect. So you have mentioned sustainable development. So if you shed some light, more light on this topic about your understanding on sustainability and why it is important for university students to learn more or study more regarding this topic, sustainability.
Sustainable development is really part of this new generation, I guess. Um, yeah, there's a lot of things that we need to change, I guess, towards new requirements for environment, biodiversity, and or health as well. So depending on the specialization that you have at the university, but I guess yeah, this is more than important to have a common courses at least in sustainability, how to improve the way that we are living, depending on regions, depending on cultural aspect as well. And yeah, if you can check out what comes to the debates at the COP30 in Belém, it would be nice to see that multilateralism is really important, and it has been one of the most important things that comes to the debates. But yeah, we still need to take all the environmental issues at the local, the national, and the global as a scale, I guess.
Perfect. And so, like what many students see, like university just as a place to study. Um, what role did extracurricular activities or student groups play in your personal growth?
I did a lot of extracurricular activities during my academic journey. I started in France with an NGOs that which names is Les Écolos de Descartes. And yeah, I've really started to be involved in environmental issues through debates and activities such as clean walk and yeah, all these kind of activities. And then when I got into the University of Helsinki, I also wanted to be part of um, environmental cohort. So I joined Biosphary, which is also a good association at university, which work on the way that university can improve the waste management, for instance. But they also worked in the way that we can analysis ocean and yeah, all that stuff. So really important. And right now, I am still committed to environmental sciences through NGOs with Assess Environment and also with Assess MUN, which is Model United Nations, that really helps me and allowed me to work on my public speaking in order to more influence people to change their habits.
And like you mentioned environmental issues. In developed countries, they're more into this. They're advancing this sector. Like they're more eco-friendly. They care
Yeah.
about environment, the nature. But in developing countries, because of some like factors, they're still struggling. So can you share a brief on why it is important actually for especially students to study about nature, care about our environment. Say for example, if they want to explore entrepreneurial sector,
Mhm.
how it is why it is important to like consider environment as a part of their like model.
Yeah. Um, as we know, there's a lot of new regulations. It's especially at the EU level, but also at the global level to really start a business um, towards a new environmental requirements, as I said. And even if you worked on finance, management, manufacturing, whatever is your niche, you will have to respect human rights and the way that you are producing services or products. So it is more than important to be aware about what's going on across the world, but also to know exactly what you need to be aware of and what you will need to share to your customers and people that you work with in partnerships, for instance. It will just give your businesses more credibility, but also it will just have a positive impact on the planet.
Sure. And like you did an internship, and you are doing an internship right now. You have mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Like in most cases, not some cases, students consider internship just as a part of like it's like a picnic. It's like like party, just going there, just a part of like academic
Mhm.
studies. Like just a credit course. So, but that's keeping that in mind. Why it is so important for students who wants to explore professional career to take internship seriously, and
Mhm.
how it can be their first step into their professional career. And if you share your experiences as an intern, what have you learned and developed skills wise and personal capacity?
Yeah, that's a great question because I think that professional experiences such as internship, but also volunteering experiences are the most important things that you have to work on during your academic journey. Um, I had the chance to do an internship during 6 months in Geneva, with the Watch and Jewelry Initiative 2030. And we worked on ESG, CSRD, all these regulations, and also the way that we could help through workshops and tools and knowledge, businesses, small businesses, but also big businesses, to be more inclusive and more sustainable. It was really, I think, a game changer in my academic journey, because it really allows me to apply my knowledge and my previous competencies into the real world, to meet new people and to work in international environments. So, yeah, this is extremely important to have a good professional experiences to just, yeah, give credibility to your academic journey and your degrees. Right now, I am currently doing an internship, which not grants me credits for university, and this join, I guess, the way that I am, the idea that I would like to give to people. I am not doing this for money or to get credits. I think it's really important for employers to see that you want work in a certain field because you like this field, and not to obtain something behind this. And this is, yeah, why it is also pretty important to start from the very beginning of your academic journey to be involved in NGOs and university associations to, yeah, just give good impression and to improve your knowledge with group and international students, but also different kind of students. And yeah.
So when you started your internship, just after uh, your studies,
Hmm.
so did you find any challenge or any challenges, like like, oh, I did study those things, but it's now irrelevant, or there are some scenarios in practical professional sector, but you're not ready for that skills wise, maybe knowledge wise. So if you have some kind of experiences like that, if you share, that would be helpful.
Yeah. I will be honest with you. From the very beginning of the internship I did with WGI 2030, my English was really bad. And it was really difficult for me to discuss and just improve my knowledge in this environment because it was totally fully in English. And I had the chance that meet teamwork that had patience with me. And yeah, I think this is pretty important to work with people that will trust you, trust your ideas, even if you're not perfect at the very beginning of the internship. You're here to just progress and yeah, to improve yourselves, but also your knowledge and competencies. So yeah, this was one of big problems I met from the very beginning. But yeah, then it was pretty smooth, I guess, when I started to work on missions I had. Um, but yeah, I think the most important things when you're students is to try and to, yeah, to start action, even if you're not the best. If even, yeah, the most
Yeah,
important
if you
things
don't
is
do
to,
it, you
yeah,
cannot find, yeah, you cannot understand how to solve problems. You have to be on the
yeah,
road to like be part of the journey. So
yeah,
like you're from France
yeah.
and you studied at University of Helsinki. So how did it start, your journey to University of Helsinki? What
Um,
motivated you to study there?
yeah. Um, after graduating the CPG, the preparatory classes in France, I wanted to go abroad and to start the internship in Geneva, as I said, to have an international experience. But then after this 6 months, I really wanted to continue my experience abroad, but studying and in environmental sciences. And for me was like more than natural to apply to exchange program. So that's what I did, and I've been accepted. So I got into the University of Helsinki, and this choice was like in fully coherence with my professional aspirations. As in Finland, there are, I guess, the best professionals and experts in environmental sciences. We know that they are pretty good in energy, for instance. So yeah, um, I had this chance also to do one academic year in the biological department. And yeah, I've learned a lot of things because the Finnish system is fully different from France. And yeah, um, I guess the Finnish education system is extremely hands-on compared to France. Instead of just learning environmental science through lectures, we had to conduct small research assignments, analyze biodiversity data sets, and present scientific results uh, with groups of international students. And it was it was more than important for me to have this dimension in my curriculum to then be more flexible um, with my new job after graduation.
That's great because thinking beyond the own territory, even the border, is very important because like I mentioned, maybe for sustainability, Nordic countries are best at what they're doing in this area. So
Mhm.
like for students, it's also important to explore the horizon in international sector. So that's why like it's very interesting the point that you've shared. So
Yeah.
you also mentioned that you're part of. So now, if we go to your volunteering experiences,
Hmm.
because some cases students at universities mostly like struggle with their academic studies, so sometimes they cannot engage with volunteering activities apart from their studies in most cases impactfully. So, if you share as a local pathways fellow with SDSN Youth, you designed the shared Pulse Beat project for refugee integration and biodiversity conservation. So, what skills did you develop through this experience? If you mentioned two or three key skills and your experience as a local pathways fellow.
Um, this program was like just insane for me. I was not planned to join the last cohort, the 2025, but I applied and then yeah, I've been accepted. So yeah, during this program, I creating shared Pulse Beats pilot program, which aims to links biodiversity conservation with refugee inclusion. And yeah, it was just a great experience um, in terms of methodology and to apply and implement projects. So yeah, during this volunteering experience, I developed leadership by coordinating with international mentors. My mentor was in India, so that's really nice. Yeah, we refining the project through feedbacks, also with peer philo, and present publicly to Global Youth Network the project that we've worked on during the past months. So yeah, I guess this experience taught me that environmental solutions are not only technical, but they must be socially inclusive and grounded in real human relationships. And this is why I pursued my academic journey in environmental communication. Because yeah, environmental issues are not only links to data and pure science. To be honest, I guess you will change the world if you have good words and to know how to talk to people. Yeah, depending on their background, and yeah, the way that you are presenting things are so important, I guess. So, yeah.
Okay, so how has volunteering at international events and workshops influenced your confidence and professional network?
Yeah. I guess that when you are confronted to people in the real world, not only in webinar or online events, you will have to just go beyond your fears and start talking to people and find good solutions with them. So this is something that I'm currently working with SSMUN, because yeah, we literally worked as a delegate to represent the country on a specific topic, and I think this is one of the most important things to be able to negotiate and to debate with people in a good way, and to yeah, just understand how things are working and going into international discussions, because it's really far from what we live every day. So yeah.
So if you look back all through your journey so far, which three skills would you say have been the most critical in your journey so far, and how did you develop them?
um I guess I
It
would
can
say
be two, it can be four. Yeah.
the one skill that comes to my mind is adaptability. This is really important, especially if you want to work at the international level, to be able to work on many different kinds of topics with many different kind of people. And yeah, adaptability is one of the most important things that you can improve during your academic journey, I guess. The second one is leadership. I think that as a student, you will have to attend courses and to improve knowledge on different topics. But at one time, you will have to apply these topics. Um, it can be a different way, and it can be like through project NGOs. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of options that you can work on, but yeah, leadership is pretty important because you will have to show and demonstrate how you can change the world, if I can say that like that. But yeah, um, pretty important. And at the end, I guess that I don't know how to explain this in English, but to be focused. I guess that we have a lot of we are
Yeah.
surrounded by a lot of information around us, um, and I think that sometimes you will just ask yourself questions about what you are doing, and yeah, it's really important to keep in mind what you are working on and what you want to show the world. Um, yeah,
Great. We are almost at the end of our session, but before going to the last question,
yeah,
uh, like students uh, who are our audience, who are going to watch, who are watching and are going to watch later. This is very important, like that skill sets that you have mentioned, adaptability, leadership, like and focused, because students in most cases at universities they face like, oh, there are like 5, 10, or 20 clubs
Mm-hmm.
where to join. They find it confusing. Sometimes they end up joining everywhere, but they before leaving those youth-led clubs, student-led clubs, they ended up as a member. Like maybe 2, 3, or 4 years of activity, association with those clubs, but they ended up as a member. They don't see it as a leadership journey, like getting tasks, responsibilities, and getting some positions based on their performance. So this is important as well, to
Mm-hmm.
find some, like being focused, as I've mentioned, as a
Yeah.
student. Find the common interest that a club demonstrates, and then engage with them, and getting attached with them for a long time will really develop themselves as a leader, develop their knowledge, and they will love it. So this is also important. So
Yeah.
according to your overall experiences, so what advice would you give to current university students about developing skills early before graduations through internships, volunteering, or projects?
Yeah. The one advice that I could give right now, I think, is to behave as if you were already in the professional sphere. You will have to believe in your ideas and what you are defending, and this is super important because it will put you in um, a certain attitude that you will find good opportunity, I guess. Um, this is also super important to be aware about um, your level of knowledge, and yeah, to be humble at the same time is super important, but to be in a professional mind, I guess. And also I would like to say that uh, if students can combine several activities at the same time, it just demonstrates the way that you are involved in your field. And yeah, I think that the most you can do, the best you will have the chance to be hired by employees afterwards.
Absolutely, Jewel. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
your time and these valuable lessons that you've shared through this story sharing session. Actually, we try to promote some positivity, how I did it, stuff like that, so that they can actually get some practical knowledge, and
Hmm.
seeing and listening to your stories, like your journeys, like it
Yeah.
will create a food for thought, and they can analyze easily, and it will help as a like a future guideline to them. So on behalf of School of Entrepreneurship Development, I am sharing sincere gratitude for your time,
Thank you.
for sharing your stories, and our audience, if they have any questions, they can reach out to you through LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can ask you questions, additional questions if they have through LinkedIn. So that's all for tonight, and thank you for to our audience who are going to
Yeah.
watch it later and watching. I hope they have enjoyed it, and they have learned a lot of things from your journey.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your really meaningful questions. Yeah, really, I wish there will have people that will watch this video, and do not hesitate to reach out me. I will be happy to respond to your questions. And yeah, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much, and wish you very best of luck, Julie.